Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode in the Minecraft Disneyland universe. How exciting! And I hope you guys like the new intro song and the new background song. I got it custom made for my channel, so I really like the vibe of it along with the other song that you guys are used to. I think they go really well together. So tell me down in the comments what you think of this song right now. I'm really vibing to it, so just let me know what you guys think of it. But if you saw my last video, we were in SoFi Stadium, but we're done with that, and we are back in Disneyland right here working on the Fantasyland area, Peter Pan and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That is all going to be done in this episode. The outsides and the insides of the rides are going to be built this episode. You can see me right now working on the outside of what is going to be the Peter Pan ride. It's coming along really nicely, and in the end I really like how it turns out. You guys actually saw what the end product was in that first little cinematic for the intro, but after this time lapse, I'm going to go into real time and I'm going to walk you through the rides and everything, because I think it was a little difficult maybe to see up close and personal during the time lapse, just because everything's moving so fast and these rides are really tight spaces. So we're gonna have a real time and walk through of these rides, so don't worry about that. And right now I'm doing the Mr. Toad facade, this big brick house building and all of that fun stuff, so that's really cool. I really like the way that Mr. Toad looked at the end, the outside right here, and I think that looks very nice. But real quick here, we need to give a quick shout out to Exotic Sponge and X Nikki on my Discord server. They have won a build battle each, and they both got to put their heads in any location they want. And as you can see, they put their heads on top of the Matterhorn, as well as in the Dole Whip stand. So join the Discord server and you guys can have a chance to get your heads in my maps as well. But back to the building. We are going to move from the exterior to the interior of these rides, starting off with Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, of course. Like I said, there's not a lot of space to build with here, just because in real life these rides are super tight, and that does not help in Minecraft. So I had to squeeze every possible little detail I could into this ride, and in the end I'm pretty happy with it. For Mr. Toad, I need to put a little bit more detail into it. I think I might have to run back through and add a few things here and there, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. Peter Pan, you guys will see in the final show off. I'm really happy with how Peter Pan turned out, but we'll get there in a second. We're just finishing up Mr. Toad right here. As you can see, the really tight walls there. Not a lot of space to look around, not a lot of space to detail. But I did what I could with the room that I had, and we're just finishing up some little details here and there. And we're gonna have a little break from our scheduled Minecraft building to give us some shout outs. First shout out of the video is gonna go to none other than Danny is da bomb for these wonderful comments. Thank you, Danny. Welcome to the Castle subscriber board. Next up on the list we have none other than Walt and me, who has been commenting a lot of times on my videos, but these are some of the cool ones that I liked, so thank you, Walt and me. Next up, we've got Shane W for your nice comments. Thank you, Shane. Welcome to the board. I hope you enjoy your stay. Next up, we have MC Theme Rides for these comments. He has a few nice comments here. Thank you, MC Theme Rides. And we're gonna do just a couple more, just because I've missed some for the past few episodes. Get a lot of guys up on this board, more the merrier. Next up we have Alliance Ranger for these lovely comments. Thank you, Alliance Ranger. And the final person on the board is going to be extra special because they are a patron, and I'm going to have this nice little patron board over here, and it goes to none other than King Salmon, because he is my only patron so far. So if you guys want to get on this side, go check out my Patreon, and you can have your own special little spot along with King Salmon in the patron corner. So without further ado, let's get back to the main video. And there we go, Peter Pan coming up right this way. Pretty much just the same story as you saw with Mr. Toad. Really tight spaces to work with, and I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out, because I got to use the command blocks and a lot of cool effects in this ride to really bring it to life, I think. I will do that with Mr. Toad as well, but I did not get all the command blocks and all that stuff done in this time lapse. So I will have to do that off camera, and then maybe you guys can see that in another episode. But just like that, both of these rides are more or less complete for the most part, and we're gonna go into a real time here in just a second to see up close and personal with what these rides actually look like and everything. Like I said, not a really long time lapse today. Maybe in the next episode we will have a longer time lapse with some bigger rides to look at, but for now we gotta get these things done. So let's go to the real time. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there. We're going to go into real time just so you can get a up close personal look at what we have done in this episode. So as you saw in the start of the video, we got this entire facade going all the way down here. This is all done now. So that looks very nice, very beautiful. I'm happy with how it turned out. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to go through the inside of these rides here. Just because of the angle and the time lapse, it might have been a little difficult to see. So we're going to start here with Peter Pan right here. So we got a nice little queue line going, switch back and forth all the way over here and all the way back here into the ride. I don't have the powered rails set up here, so we're just going to do a little walkthrough of the ride. And you can see we got some high-tech stuff going on here. We got the armor stands, and we got the particles. That's how I plan to do it for all of these little rides, like this one, Mr. Toad, and the ones across the way. This is kind of the way I plan on doing it, with these little figures and such, just like this, similar to Pirates of the Caribbean as well. But here's the first little scene here, with these guys getting powers, whoosh, fly away, and don't forget the little teddy bear. So then we're going to go into this room right here, which is you're flying over London, and I use these particles to kind of look like lights flickering around. I tweaked with it a bit, and I'm happy with how it looks right now. I might change it in the future. If you guys have an idea of something that might look better, let me know. But this is how it is for now, and I'm happy with it. So there's that, and then we got this big thing right here. It's like a portal or whatever, whoosh, 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 and we're in Neverland. So just like that. More particles everywhere. These are supposed to be like stars floating around and stuff, and I'm happy with how this area looks. We got a nice little waterfall right there with some water particles. There we go, we're floating around the island, and there we go. Let's move into the next area, which is this big pirate battle. And this room is definitely not done yet. I need to add the people and a little bit more detailing. I might redo this room. I'm not sure yet, but this is how it looks right now. And after this room, you come over here, and there's Captain Hook with his feet in an alligator. So yeah, there's that. This is a nice little figure, and then Mr. Smee in the little boat, trying to get out of there, I guess. And then you have this final scene where everything is happy and dandy, and you get out of the ride after that. So that's the whole Peter Pan ride, more or less complete, other than that one room, and then maybe a few tiny details here and there. But then you come out the exit, and there is that ride. So that was fun to build right there. A little simple ride, nothing too challenging in there. And now we're going to go through Mr. Toad right here. This ride is a lot less complete than the Peter Pan ride. It has none of the particles or special effects in this ride. So do not worry if you don't see those in there, because it will be added. But this ride does have the completed powered rail system, so we can ride through this instead of just walking through. So if you know the Mr. Toad ride, this might be easy to follow. If not, it might be a little more difficult. But yeah, so we're coming through this forest area. The cops are chasing us. I think we're coming through the city now, and all these barrels and stuff are all flying around, and then there's like an explosion or something, and boom, boosh, wow, that's crazy. And now we're in another part of the city, I guess. And I kind of had to cut some parts of this ride out just because the space constraints, but that was pretty much the Mr. Toad ride. And if you didn't catch that last part, he got hit by a train and then he went to hell. So yeah, this is the train, and now he's in hell. So yeah, I might have to restructure this ride a little bit because I had to cut some parts out. So I kind of want to get a little bit more out of this ride, but we'll see what can be done. But that was Mr. Toad. I hope you guys enjoyed that little thingy right there. And that's pretty much all that we did in the time lapse, just constrained in this little area right here. But actually off camera, I did a little bit of work over in this area, and I'll go show you that right now. First off, what I did was I worked on this little area right here next to Critter Country. This is like a little eating area and sitting area. I built this up right here, and then I also built these trees right here. This area was not complete before, and now it is, and it looks a little bit more finished, and it looks a lot nicer. And this whole area is coming together pretty nicely. Soon we'll get to Critter Country over here, and this will look nice as well with Splash Mountain and everything. But there's that, and then the other thing that I worked on was this whole area right here back by Thunder Mountain. I didn't think it was entertaining enough to make a video out of it because it's just trees and bushes and terraforming. But if you guys do want to see this kind of stuff, tell me down in the comments, and I will definitely make some videos out of this. I just thought most of the people did not want to see me building trees and shrubs and stuff. So yeah, this whole area is all treed up now, and bushes are all in here. All this area needs to be finished still as well. There's going to be a lot more trees still, but this is pretty much how it's going to look for the most part. And there's this little area right here with some rocks and stuff, and then all these trees right here are new as well, going all the way down to the ship right here. So there's that, and then the final thing that I worked on is across from the trees. It's hidden across from here, and there it is. I finally built the riverboat for the Rivers of America, the Mark Twain riverboat, that's what it's called. So I am happy with how this baby turned out. I got a lot of good details in here. I might add a few more little bits and bobs here or there, but this is more or less how it's going to look right here. And if you guys have a better location on the river where you think it would fit, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to fit it somewhere else if you think there's a better spot for it. But I'm pretty happy with this location right here. And yeah, we'll just do a little walkthrough real quick. Got some little seating areas here and stuff, and then the stairs going up to the top floor right here. Some more seating. And then up to the very tippity top, you can come up here and just hang out and watch the surroundings that don't exist yet over here. So we're just going to stay on this side and look at the surroundings that do exist. Woo! Happy days, happy days. But there we go. That's pretty much all we have for this episode. Make sure to join my Discord, guys, once again. Getting on those cool build battles. We're having a good time over there. But tell me down in the comments below, guys, what do you want me to do for the next video? I could come over here and work on, we got Snow White, we got Pinocchio, we got a little restaurant over here, is all in this building, so we could get that done. We got Autopia over here, might need to be worked on. Matterhorn could be finished up. Some more terraforming over here. Like I said, if you guys want to see that, let me know. But yeah, stay tuned for whatever comes next on my channel, and until then, guys, goodbye!